Good day, everyone. Today, our what if is what if Obi-Wan Kenobi died in the Phantom Menace instead of Qui-Gon Jinn? Remember, this is just my opinion, so feel free to share your opinion in the comments. Remember to subscribe to get more of these kind of videos. Also, sharing these videos really does help out our channel, so consider sharing with other Star Wars fans. Now, let's get into it. So just a little background for this video. At the ending of Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, we see Qui-Gon Jinn die at the hands of Darth Maul. Obi-Wan Kenobi uses a bit of anger to defeat him, or so we think, and Obi-Wan is granted the rank of Jedi Knight and takes on Anakin as a Padawan. But what if this was switched? What if Darth Maul killed Obi-Wan first, and then Qui-Gon, using a bit of anger also, defeats Darth Maul? How would this change things? Well, as hard as it may be for Qui-Gon to get over Obi-Wan's death, he is a Jedi, and he must not be attached to anyone, so although Qui-Gon would not forget Obi-Wan, he would have to get over it soon enough. Even though the Jedi Council also did say no to Anakin's training to Qui-Gon once before, I do think they would give him permission to train Anakin, since now there was Sith involved in the galaxy, and the Chosen One could be very useful for helping the light side of the Force. Now, even though it seemed like Anakin and Obi-Wan had somewhat of a good relationship, Obi-Wan was still inexperienced to know how to really help Anakin and his rebellious streak. I do think Qui-Gon would definitely know how to help Anakin better. I think Qui-Gon, knowing Anakin, would always remember and feel sad about his mom still being a slave, he would free her somehow, so that way Anakin would have a clearer mind and not have to worry about something like that. This would have gone a long way in trust between Anakin and Qui-Gon, and even the Jedi itself, knowing that they cared enough to free his mother from being a slave. As for Anakin and Padme, I think Qui-Gon would have been able to help Anakin get through a lot more than what Obi-Wan would, just turning a blind eye to their casual relationship. Qui-Gon would have confronted Anakin about his feelings for her, and together they would have worked on trying to let his feelings go. I do not think Qui-Gon would have let Anakin protect Padme by himself in Attack of the Clones, because he would have known when Anakin saw Padme after 10 years that those feelings were still there, and that was not a good position to put Anakin in. Qui-Gon would have went with them both, or took them on a quest to find the bounty hunter Jango Fett. With Qui-Gon as a more experienced master for Anakin, I think Anakin would have still had a bit of a rebellious streak, like Qui-Gon himself, but would not have to turn to the dark side. With Anakin not killing the Tusken Raiders, he would not have started his path towards the dark side. Also, the Clone Wars may not have happened since that Qui-Gon didn't die. Count Dooku may not have turned completely to the dark side, since remember, Qui-Gon was his Padawan. But the Clone Wars may have still started without Dooku. Palpatine was very good at getting his way, and he'd think he could have found someone else to take Dooku's place. If the Clone Wars did still happen, I don't think that much different would have happened, except that Anakin would have been more focused and not as rebellious as when taught under Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin would have been able to go to Qui-Gon for anything that was bothering him, since I do think the relationship would have been really strong. We would not have the opening of Episode 3 with Anakin killing Dooku, another step towards the dark side. Palpatine may have tried to manipulate Anakin during these years, but I do think that when Palpatine does reveal himself as a Sith Lord they were looking for, Anakin would have went to Qui-Gon and a better plan of action would have transpired. Anakin would not have felt the need to save Palpatine out of desperation for Padme, since his feelings would have been more under control, and he was not already sliding down the path of the dark side. I think that Mace Windu would have been able to kill Palpatine, or perhaps even Qui-Gon Jinn would have done it himself. We obviously would not have had Darth Vader after this, and would also not have a pregnant Padme, who would die giving birth to Luke and Leia, which means no old trilogy. Sorry everybody. So in conclusion, I do think a lot would have changed if Obi-Wan died and Qui-Gon lived to train Anakin. I think Anakin would not have turned to the dark side, and we would have no Darth Vader. So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Take care, and have a great day.